What would you ever do if you went to pick up some games and you come across a banger? Your excitement levels. That happened to me today. I went to go and check out a small batch of games. And remember how you guys were telling me how the small batch of games, why do I waste my time? I went, checked out the small batch game, 21 games. Guy says, I don't play games anymore. Here's a box of games. Threw in a Xbox 360 and said just basically, I don't even want to, I'm not even going to charge you for the Xbox 360, but I don't need it. I want to get rid of it. I don't need none of this stuff. I literally asked him, you know, what's like, what are you sort of throwing in? What kind of deal are we going to work here since you're throwing in the 360? How many games are we looking at? He goes, there's 21 games. You know, take everything. Here's the price. And, I looked at him. I said, okay, 21 games, Xbox 360 seemed fair, right? The price was fair. Paid him. Take off. It's 10:20 in the morning. I get home, start going through the box, and sealed. Sealed. Beautiful. Beautiful condition. That is just insane, no matter how you look at it. I immediately send a message to this guy and I say, sir, I'm sorry, but you gave me a game here that's sealed. That's pretty valuable. You got to allow me to give you something on top of what I've already given you. And he said, you know what? I knew I put that game in there. And I knew what it was worth. But because you called me to let me know that the game was in there and that you called me to literally offer me a little bit more on top, you can have it. No cost. In the last year, I've never once had somebody say to me, you've been fair. You've given me a little bit more than what somebody else has offered. Here, I completely appreciate you. Not once. And I've done a lot of business. That right there was just insane. But it goes to show you what I've said 1,000 times before. Good business, fair, whether you trade, sell, or buy. Fair. Always be fair. And respect the people you do business with. I mean, I'm lost for words because in the business that I'm in the resale business, you don't have friends. In the resale business, everyone is your competitor. But that goes to show you that when you're good, when you respect, when you treat people correctly, fair, and you're honest with them. Things like this don't happen because they really don't. But it is cool as hell that that guy sort of set me up, but at the same time felt like even, just saying, hey, thank you for getting back, getting a hold of me again. Um, yeah, you could throw me another $100 on top or whatever. For me, that would have been okay, right? Because that was not expected. The fact that he sat there and said, keep it for your honesty, for getting back at me and letting me know, hey, this is what you gave me. I think it's a little bit too much and I paid a little too little. I've been probably the last year has been crazy for me. Trying to, make profit, from my store to looking at my collection itself and, think that, I'm doing something right. But this right here made my day. 100% made my day. And I'm not going to put this gentleman's name out because obviously he didn't want to be on camera, but he knows because he said he would go ahead and look up my channel and subscribe. And I'm going to tell you right now, sir, my hat goes off to you for being a gentleman and a scholar. And to know that there's still good people out there, it's pretty damn cool. But, this right here, believe it or not, will go into my collection. Not because I play Pokemon, not because I collect Pokemon, but this will be the first pickup that I've ever had that was literally based off of honesty, based off of respect, based off of fair trade, everything that two people, doing business together, should always have. This will go into my collection. But, I mean, I don't even know what to say, guys. I'm completely lost for words. Excited about the other stuff that I picked up, but, when I saw this, after having the conversation I had, I am completely lost for words. Which is hard to do. Shut my fucking mouth. That's it. That's hard to do. What a pickup, guys. Anyway, I'm going to prepare that pickup that I just made and get it all cleaned out, tested, and do a video on it. Yeah. Guys, as always, go check out my store, Tiago's Gamers Club on eBay. I have a secondary store, Tiago's Books and Collectibles. Go take a look at both stores. Both stores have great prices on everything. Keep in mind, I try very, very hard to make sure that all the games that I have are CIB and they're in great condition. I try not to do anything with scratched up discs or anything like that. And if there is, they're very lightly scratched. I mean, unfortunately, you can't stop from damaging discs. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. But yeah, go check out the stores, man. Like, share, subscribe. And as always, guys, care, love, respect each other. God knows that we need that in this world today. And as always, guys, God is definitely good. God is good. And remember, guys, keep your game on.